Hi everyone, this is Paul Klee, joined by Mr. David Ramsey of the Gazette and Gazette.com, joining you from Broncos training camp. David, the biggest storyline in this Broncos camp, not named Peyton Manning, what would that be?
And Paul, I'm going to be interested in what you say. But my pick is C.J. Anderson. And if you've met C.J. Anderson, which Paul and I have, you have to be rooting for him. So I would love for this story to keep rising, this unlikely story of the undrafted player who nobody wanted out of high school. But I will confess that I'm somewhat skeptical. The C.J. Anderson we saw against the Dolphins and the Bills last season is not the C.J. Anderson we saw in every game. Once defenses started concentrating on him, Anderson went from looking spectacular to mediocre. I'd like to be wrong in my skepticism, but Peyton Manning needs a serious rushing force behind him, and I'm not totally sold on C.J. Anderson. I think we'll find out a lot about him during this camp. Paul, what's your take on that?
Well, I'm a buyer on C.J. Anderson. I think he's going to be around here for a while. I know John Elway likes him quite a bit, and he comes at a very cost-effective rate right now. My storyline is actually on the other side of the ball. It's the defense. I think Wade Phillips was actually the biggest, most important acquisition this club made this offseason, which is a little different because it's not personnel, it's in the coaching department. But I think you're going to see one of the top three defenses in the NFL. And that also helps because if next year Peyton Manning is not gone, he's not the centerpiece of this operation, I think you're starting to see that transition where they go from the high-flying offense where everything is driven by scoring so many points to very much a defensive-oriented franchise. And you have those pieces in place right now. I looked over on the opposite field today, and there was about $80 million in guaranteed money not playing with Von Miller, his next contract coming up, Aqib Talib, Chris Harris. So you've got some players over there. I think this is a defense-first ball club, and we're going to see that starting with this training camp. For David Ramsey, this is Paul Klee, and we are going to check back with you real soon. Thanks a lot.